The modus operandi, of the Uranium One, the Clinton Foundation, John Podesta, was to go after these high-tech areas. That's the key. The big idea is high-tech, high-tech, high-tech. Area of drug innovation, looking for new drugs and so forth. High-tech in terms of the energy, obviously with the uranium, and both illegal and legal drugs, I think it's going to be in the end. And then weaponry, and then is satellite. Satellite is also an area of their concentration. Now, somebody may have said, "Oh, George, the SAR satellite, the synthetic aperture, it came out in the 50s, and well, it wasn't really used that much. It's come on a lot more." And this isn't about what day. I mean, I think Sarnoff, said that television was invented in 1945. No, television goes back to Philo Farnsworth, Fort Wayne, Indiana, in the 20s, right? So, or the San Francisco, wherever he had his lab. So it's not really important to argue over, dates. It's more important right now and how the conspirators are using the technology right now. For instance, the guy I talked to from the Navy said, "Hey, they put the fuel rods in the ships." The ships and the subs, and they don't really get changed out for 50 years. They can run around the world 50 years, no changing of the fuel rods. And that's important to know. It's important to know that's why there's traffic to Navy ports. That's why Transport Logistics is going to be taking fuel rods there. UF6 is going to be going around to go to these different reactors. There's going to be different places that make the fuel rods. But mainly Transport Logistics is going to be the UF6. Now, the interesting thing about this is Fisk's testimony is in there, in these NRC documents. I produced a whole bunch of NRC documents this morning for their export licenses, so we can drill down on those. I think you have Condrey in here. I looked up the Condrey case, published a lot of that. And I think you're even going to see Lambert on a lot of those export licenses. But again, the key here is Congress is being blindfolded in the testimony because we don't have the testimony actually of Campbell. Campbell's the key guy that they're going to put up next week, and we really know nothing about him other than he's a K Street lobbyist. And the K Street lobbyist typically goes something like this: "Hey, you make me a consultant on your board for $150K. That way you don't have to get it approved. Just hire me, and I'll take care of the rest." Meaning I'll split my salary and give half. I think that's exactly what Campbell did. Then later on, you sue and say, "Hey, I want my other half." So that's exactly what he did. So he's not a very good witness. He doesn't know anything about energy. Nothing. He knows less about energy than I know about SAR satellites, put it that way. Okay, he knows less about transport logistics than I know about SAR satellites. Let's leave it at that. But now we can ask the question, what is space eyes? What is channel logistics? Is channel logistics use space eyes to manage its channel logistics? Who is Mohammed Tahir Awan? These are the kind of questions that is, over the course of the series, it's paid off again and again and again because we keep drilling down to get the source documents. That's a key. Source documents. SAR versus photographic satellites, not important. Not important. How the conspirators use the technology to pay to play. That is what is important.